Here's Dad just sitting there again. And here's more of the weird fucking shit that I don't even know. Like, this dude is using what looks like a dildo. So I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. And here's a fucking horse thing to ride a horse. Stirrups. Or no, it's not stirrups. I don't know what the fuck those are. It's like, what the fuck? What is all those even for? And here's like, you know the Aibo? Or I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but the Aibo, that little robotic dog that Sony does. This is like the updated version of it, basically. Okay, this was a computer. If you go to the next picture here, you can see this is where I was sitting, and this is where this dude was sitting. But it's a computer where you can talk to each other over the internet. I'm not really sure why this was up or whatever, but this was this guy's face, and I was taking a picture of him, and he could see I was taking a picture of him, so he was probably like, oh fuck. And you can watch the room in wireframe or texture mapped and all this stuff. So, a Wendys. Yeah. I ate a lot of American food while I was there. I ate a lot of Japanese food, but I also ate a lot of American food. And it was good. The food there is good, although being that it's foreign food, it costs like a shit ton of money. Like a cheeseburger and fries here cost about $6.50. So, oh, I know Dissident. These, well, the new ones are mixed in with the old ones, but I'm showing these for the people that weren't here last time. I actually did not eat any sushi while I was there. I've never been a fan of sushi. I like miso soup. I like gyudon. I like teriyaki. I like a bunch of that shit, but I've never liked sushi, actually. This was just cool because you got a pass to come into the building, and all you had to do is just put the pass over this little thing and just go on forward. And remember, this is 2007. So in 2007, this was pretty cool to me. I know this is somewhat commonplace now, but you know what I mean. Anyways, this was the little pass I was holding over it to activate it, and then I forgot what this was. I think this is a genetics thing, and it showed like the genetics of all the people in the world or whatever. They did have vending machines that had alcohol in them, yes. Actually, it's a somewhat funny story. I stayed in Japan for 2 weeks in 2007 and about a week and a half in 2005. It's something kind of funny. The vending machines there had this drink called Lemon C that was like a lemonade type drink, you know? And I just fucking loved it, man. I like drank that shit like 3 times a day, right? And it was really good. And on the last day of the trip, I actually read the bottle's ingredients. And if you look on the back, it says that the bottle is 5% alcohol. So the whole trip I had been drinking every day, 3 times a day, and had no fucking idea that I'd been doing so. Whatchamacallit, you have to be 20 to drink and smoke in Japan. I had no idea it had alcohol in it. Like literally, it did not even taste like it at all. I fucking had no idea. Close up on the DNA thing. I forgot what this was. Actually, I forgot what this was too. Future item molecular imaging. I'm not really sure what that's about. Yeah, everybody smokes there, man. If you go in the arcades, they have ashtrays that are like Capcom, Sega, Namco ashtrays on their respective machines. Arcades are usually a big fucking cloud of smoke everywhere. Okay, Lodishin wants me to watch this for some reason. And I will watch this real quick because then he will stop being insane.
Well, here's what to do. Start it off, leave a friendly note on the computer screen, just for extra laughs, and begin the plan. First, grab the keyboard and find the wire that attaches to the computer.
Yeah, I'm having kind of bad allergies right now.
Grab a pair of scissors and cut the cord, but do it gently. We'll be putting it back later. Once you have the keyboard cut from the wire, the fun begins. Take it to a safe area, preferably outside.
There were porn shops underneath every single arcade, and there's an arcade on every 2 blocks. So that should tell you how many.
Afterwards, briefly warm the top layer of it, just to get it ready for its modification. Now, modifying it is easy. Grab your object, take aim, and let loose. Twice, if necessary. Then, progressively beat it to the verge of being unusable.
Later, Queller 917.
Prank is for laughs, not to hurt others' property. So, make sure that you fix it back up to them. Once it's back to
wow, what in the fuck? I did not have sex or anything in Japan
just so
remotely.
They won't notice anything. The prank can work on any computer, especially laptops. But just make sure you aren't there when the owner finds out.
I would be pretty butthurt because that'd be a loss of about 20 bucks. I don't have the most expensive keyboard, but yeah, I would be pretty butthurt. I wouldn't like never be friends with them again. I'd just fucking ask them if they were doing some coke. I like Asian people as much as any other race. I've dated and had friends of many races. I've had friends and dated girls that were white, black, Mexican, Asian, French, German, Laos, Hmong, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, uh, fucking Irish, Welsh, blah, blah. Porn is way more open in Japan. Porn is way more open in general, but you don't talk about it in public, if that makes any sense. Like, if you're with your friends, porn is a completely, like, okay subject, and it's much less weirder to talk about it in Japan than it is here, but you wouldn't mention it to, like, somebody out in the street, basically. It would basically be much more offensive if you mentioned it to somebody out in the street in Japan than it would be here, but it'd be much less offensive if you mentioned it to anybody you know remotely at all in Japan than here, basically. I have never been in a band. And yes, I do, Poopy Loopy. Hell no. I can't say I have one that I'm attracted to the most. I'll be completely upfront, and most of my ex-girlfriends are of Asian descent, but that's mainly due to the fact that I live in California, and I live right near the Bay Area, like 90 minutes from it, and I'm really heavily into gamer culture. So you kind of combine all three of those, and it means that the majority of people I know to begin with are Asian. Like, probably a good 80% of my friends are Asian. It's not out of, like, preference or an obsession, it's just how it is. It's just in the circles I'm in, and the geographical area I'm in, most of my friends are Asian, so... that is a long story, Paulius, actually. One I'm not going to go into, because I like to respect the privacy of other people, basically. I've been down to San Diego, yeah. Yeah, okay, and Filipino counts as Asian, yeah. Anyways, I am going to go back to the pictures. This was a machine, this was actually a game. This is a game where you had to assemble a shape as fast as you could, and I forget what it was supposed to represent, but it's supposed to represent like what doctors have to do or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was like. Yeah, so you had to assemble one of these or something like that. Am I cutting myself? Am I cutting out? Somebody said? Am I cutting out to people? I've been to Santa Cruz many times. Actually, Santa Cruz is the very first time I played DDR. Back in August 2000 was the very first time I played DDR in Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. So, if it wasn't for that, I would never have played DDR. I'd never be into rhythm games. I never would have gotten braces. I probably would have never lost my virginity. I wouldn't be in college. I wouldn't be doing Rock Band. I wouldn't be doing video editing or tennis, or have went to Japan, or have fucking went to any other country. I probably would have failed out of school. I'd probably be a huge stoner. I'd probably be out of fucking shape, and I'd probably be dead. If I wouldn't have played DDR, all that would have happened. Yes. I would probably be dead if I wouldn't have played DDR. Legitimately. I would more than likely be dead, yeah. What got me started on DDR is I just liked playing it, and I started doing it. I'd probably be dead because I got into ridiculously good shape playing DDR, and it probably really helped my heart condition out a lot. It got me in much better shape. It made me think much more about eating well and stuff like that. Like, I already ate better than most people and took care of my health better than most people because I had a pre-existing condition, but DDR really drove it home. I started eating much better. I exercised like fucking crazy because of DDR, and because I was like the best DDR player in my entire like town and like my entire area for many years. I got a lot of confidence from that, and a lot of people started like, you know, looking up to me like, oh man, he's the pro DDR dude and whatever. And DDR was a really big social activity back in 2000, 2001. So I met a lot of friends because of hundreds of fucking different people that I was friends with in San Francisco, Modesto, Stockton, Sacramento, all these different areas. So that boosted my confidence a lot. It boosted my social skills a lot. I was just much more outgoing after it. Because my overall athletic ability and my confidence went up, I had more confidence in myself and my looks. And so then I started dating really frequently, and it just became a never-ending cycle. It became a cycle of my confidence goes up, I date, I make new friends, I get in better shape, so then I play DDR more and get better at all that, blah, 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 and it just repeated, basically. So if I didn't have the self-confidence to do any of that, I would have had no desire to get braces. I would have had no desire to eat right. I would have had no desire to keep myself from smoking or doing drugs. I would have had no desire to keep myself in school or to go to college. I would have had no interest in video editing or the whole reason I even got into anime at all. Like, let me put it back this way. I got into video editing because of making anime music videos. Was the first thing I started doing. And I got into making anime music videos because I got into anime. And I got into anime because I played DDR. And a friend introduced me to it. Cowboy Bebop was the first anime I'd ever really seen besides the very first Dragon Ball episodes when I was like 8 and I didn't know what the fucking anime was. So without DDR, no anime, no AMVs, no video editing. No video editing, no Rock Band, no YouTube shit, no fucking any of that. None of that would have happened. At all. I actually made a few AMVs, yeah. So if there's one thing I can say changed my life, if there's 3 things I can say changed my life, it's my parents, because they had me, my heart attack, because that basically has been something I've had my whole life, is an enlarged heart and mitral valve prolapse, and DDR. DDR basically changed my motherfucking life by a mile. What got me into rhythm games was just, I liked playing them. I can't really describe it. I just liked playing them. I had a lot of friends before DDR. It's just it was a small, tight-knit group of like, 9 or 10 friends. But after DDR, it just exploded. I had like hundreds of friends in states all across like the fucking United States, other countries, all that stuff. Sorry for going apeshit on that, but I just wanted to tell you that video games can help change people's lives, and DDR specifically can really turn some people's lives around. I fucking know at least 2 or 3 people that were like 450 pounds and lost like 300 pounds because of DDR, got in hella better shape, got married, all this other bullshit just because of DDR. That is some major league fucking shit, man. Well, Konami makes DDR, so I don't think I could buy them. They're fucking kinda, a little bit rich. In all honesty, okay, dongs. Anyways. Back to photos. I'm not really sure. Oh, you had to operate on a patient on this one, and I think me and Andrew fucked it up. We couldn't do it because we sucked ass. So that was actually pretty funny. Dongs. Dongs is the saying that will save the land. Dongs is the #1 man from Japan, saving everyone because he can. I'm trying to get my shit to be legit, and then I will quit, and then I will hit. I will play it again, Yumeilon, I promise. I will come to Sunnyvale sometime and play it, and I will do a video for it, and I will link you in it. By the way, again, everybody please follow my asshole. Please follow JTV, and follow me on JTV, and then you get alerts when I'm streaming. Anyway, sorry for going on about that.